Hello, friends and finders. Hope you're all doing good. Um, this video is created to explain how the 360-degree camera system has been installed on our Ford Endeavour. But before we start, I just want to thank Mayank sir to identify this manufacturer and this unit. This is one of the best what I have tried. Um, of course, this is not the system that I have installed in my car because I installed something like 2 years back. But I did test this and made sure it's usable and it's one of the best for us. Few things before we start. One is that this can be installed only with the Sync 3 system. As we all know, some of the older generation, or not the older generation, the initial manufactured cars, 2016, comes with Sync 2. And this system is not compatible with Sync 2. Of course, the car which I'm going to install this is from Dr. Sunil in Kerala. His car is a 2016 model, but he did change the Sync 2 to Sync 3, which was done by our own Ramki sir some months back. So that's the reason why we're going to install in this car. And thanks, Dr. Sunil, for trusting me and giving this car to me to do this installation. All right, guys, thanks. Let's start. Okay, so let's see where we are going to fix the cameras. This will be where the rear camera will be fixed. We'll be sticking it next to the OEM camera. As you can see, there are some holes where we can run the cable. So this is the rear one. Let's go and see where we are going to fix the side camera, which will be on the side mirror. There is a small plastic piece that can be taken out and drilled. In case if you want to change it, we can change it also. So this will be where we will fix the side camera, left side. And the front side will be below the number plate. As you can see, there's a gap there. We can stick the camera over there. Should be pretty straightforward with 3M tapes. And also similar to the left side, on the right side mirror we will do the same thing. We'll fix on that plastic piece. The good thing is that if we can take it out if needed, the plastic piece I mean. All right, okay, so we need to remove few things. This is one, this is the second one, that's a big piece, and the third one is down below that plastic piece, this one. Yep, that's a bit tough to remove. Similarly on the other side, this is the fourth one, and finally the big panel which runs from this way all the way to the left side. So that's the fifth one. So 5 of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth one. Basically, yeah, 5. All right. Okay, so to take out these vents, right, I use this kind of a prying tool. As you can see, I've put some tapes also so that it doesn't create any kind of marks when you insert that. So that will be something which will be useful. Okay, so this is the first AC vent. As you can see, just slide it below and just pull it. It will just pop up, and it's like what you see. You can just take it out simply. Just make sure no scratches. Yep. Keep it in a safe place. That's the first one. This is the plastic piece which is below. It's very tough to remove it because it's having a lot of clips. So you need to use both the hands. One hand won't work. So I'm just trying to keep the camera away and record. Yep. So a lot of pressure needs to be put, as you can see. Yep. It will just pop up. There are a lot of clips, but nothing will break. Similarly, in the other side, need both hands. Okay, now this is the lengthiest panel. You can just very simply put the hand and remove the clips one by one. I actually missed to take the video of the left side AC vent, but it's the same way how that needs to be taken out, just like how we did the first AC vent. As you can see in this video, right, it's already been removed. It's empty over there. So this panel, pretty straightforward. Yep, that's it. You can see there's so many clips over there. Nothing will be broken. Okay, so now we have removed all the AC vents in the panels. Next is to remove the central console, which is being held by multiple screws. You can see there are screws on both sides, one on the top and on the sides, and also below this panel there are two, which I will show in a while. So we need to unscrew all these things. As you can see, that the bottom section, right, that's the one with the cigarette lamp lighter and the 12-volt charger port that needs to be taken out. So yes, the first item is to remove those two screws below the last ones. So let's take it out. You can use any kind of tool, basically a screwdriver or something like what I'm using. I mean, whatever tool you have, you can just unscrew. Basically, we just need to get the screws out, that's all. So once we take out the screws, right, what I do is I normally put it into drive so that we have some space to remove those panels. So that's been done. It will make some noise, as we all know, but that's fine. So next is to remove the bottom part of that panel, which is the 12-volt charger port as well as the cigarette lamp. I don't know what that calls. So just put some pressure and pull it downwards. As you can see, it will just pop up one by one. The clips will pop out one by one, and finally you can get it freed up. Put a cloth underneath, a microfiber cloth or something, like what I've done right now, so that there won't be any kind of scratches. There's no need to remove this particular section. It can be just kept like that. Okay, there are two screws here hidden that needs to be unscrewed also, so remove them. Okay, now let's remove all the other screws on both sides. Two on top, two on the middle. The middle one is what I'm taking out right now. Both sides. I'll just fast forward. You don't need to keep on waiting to see all these things being unscrewed. After removing all the screws, right, that's where we can take out this panel. There's a pin on top where I just pointed my finger. So when you remove it, there's a clip which you need to be careful not break. See, that's a small piece on top. Yep. All right. Okay, so these are the connections. There are a few connections or connectors connected to this front panel, 4 of them actually. 3 are cables and the 4th one is the ambient light. So take out the 3 connectors one by one, just push and pull, so it will just pop up again. Yeah, so that's the 3rd one, and the 4th one you need to be careful on the ambient light thingy. In this car it's already like broken. I think maybe earlier somewhere it was done. There are some clips that needs to be carefully pulled to remove that white piece. That white piece is the what do you call, the LED light, which gives or which works as the ambient light. So make sure that's not broken. So once that's taken out, the entire panel can be removed, as you can see. Keep it somewhere safe. All right. So next is the Sync 3 unit by itself. This is the Sync 3 screen, 4 screws. Remove all the 4 screws so that we can take out the screen as well as the APIM, which is behind. So unscrew it. Sorry for the angles, doing it with one hand and the other hand with the camera. Yep, so unscrew everything, 4 of them. Be careful because The screen, as you know, if anything hits it, it can break, so just be cautious while you unscrew and also remove this Sync 3 unit and the screen. The screen is in the front, as you can see. The APIM, which is the module, is actually together. When you take it out, you can see it's in the back side. All right, so carefully take it out, and that's it. That's the APIM that you can see, and all those connectors. So let's focus on these three, right? This black big one, and those two connectors on the right, this blue and yellow. Those are the three items that you need to be aware of. Okay, and this is the T-harness cable that comes with the 360 camera system. Two white pins on one end and the T-harness pins on the other end. As you can see, it's a male and female socket which needs to connect to the APIM pin. And those white ones will be connected to the interface of the 360 camera system. All right, there is another cable which comes with the system. This is the one you would have seen, the yellow and blue pins. This is where it will connect, and the other end, the white and the other blue, the other end will be connected to the 360 camera system. So let's go and get them connected. Okay, so I need both my hands, so I've just kept the camera somewhere else. This is where we're going to connect all those three cables to the APIM. The first is to remove the pin from the APIM. As you can see, it's like a latch which needs to be pulled back so that the big black pin will come out. As you can see, it's a bit tough to take it out, so always make sure that the screen, which is the bottom side of this APIM, right, it's taken care or doesn't hit anywhere. It needs to, yeah, as you can see, the latch is open. Just pull out the black cable. All right, now we need to remove the blue and yellow connectors. It's actually connecting the APIM to the screen, so yeah. Okay, now let's connect the T-harness to the APIM. So as you can see, one of the socket that's coming in the T-harness needs to be connected to the APIM pin, the black pin, and the other end needs to be connected to the cable that comes from inside the car. This is the one which comes inside the car. It's been connected to the T-harness, one end of the T-harness, as you can see. Insert and latch it. It's pretty straightforward. It can only be inserted in one way, so you don't need to worry about wrongly inserting it or something. It will just go inside normally. Yep, and the other end of the T-harness we will connect it to the APIM. It's basically plug and play, very simple. Sorry for the camera angles. Yep, done, inserted. Next will be the other cable that comes with the 360 camera system, right? The one end having yellow and blue pins, as you can see on the screen. The colors are the same. The cables that comes with the 360 camera system, right? It has the same colors, so you won't have any tough time to identify which one is which. Just push it in. There is a lock which will go in. That's the yellow one, and also do the same for the blue one. Once you fix all these connectors, channel all these other end of the T-harness as well as this yellow and blue cable inside, behind the APIM, so that you can get the other end somewhere below the glove box. These kind of things doesn't need to be explained, right? You can, or the installer can easily run it. Just make sure that you put some cable ties so cables are not loose. If there are loose cables, they will rattle and make some noise. I'm very particular in making sure all these cables are tied properly and no rattling, nothing happens. These are the other ends of the T-harness, and one of the end will need to be connected to the audio out pin in the interface, and the other pin needs to be connected to the power input. So two white pins, one is audio out, other one is power. Then you have the big pin where the cameras needs to be connected, and the two small items which will be the blue and yellow connectors needs to be connected to. There are a few other sockets, as you can see, right? One is touch and another one, the middle one, there's nothing to be connected on them, so don't worry. Okay, so I've connected, as you can see, this is just for a test that I've done. That's the reason all the cables are everywhere spread across. That's not the final location where I want to install this unit. So as you can see, we have switched on Dr. Sunil's car. He got some nice graphics. Yep. Yeah, this is the Sync 3 screen, and yeah, let's see how we can get to the 360 camera screen. So I'm going to manually trigger it. There you go. So none of the cameras have been connected. All the cameras are in the front seat. That's the reason it's like plastic covers and all that you are seeing, but everything is working fine. All the angles, the left side view. Yep. All right. Alright guys, so thanks. I'll create the next video in which we will explain how we are installing the cameras and then connecting all together and making it work. Thank you.